Bad news is not in short supply in Nigeria. If you open your newspapers, if you're online, it's always about bad news. Why? Always bad news, despite our prayerful nature, despite our churches around the mosque. Why do we have so much bad news coming out of Nigeria? Is either trailer failing brake, petroleum tankers falling and spilling its produce on the road and setting everywhere on fire, vehicles, residential places on fire. Why? It's basically about a system that has failed to grow because the institutions are not working. The institutions of Nigeria, none of them is working. It's all about monthly salary that is next to nothing. There is no motivation. There's no reason for you to even work hard to make Nigeria fine, because at the end of the day, you are struggling for nothing. Nothing works. So why should you kill yourself? That's why the system is so porous. The system is just down. The people are emotionally traumatized. They are traumatized, financially traumatized, emotionally traumatized, physically traumatized. Nothing is working. So it's just like the end of the road for a system that has remained untruthful and unjust to itself. And at the end of the day, this is what we are reaping. It's all about bad news, about people killing each other, jungle justice, accidents here and there, misplaced priority, corruption everywhere. Is endless litany of bad news, and it never ends. If you want to hear a lot of bad news, go to Nigerian newspapers, Nigerian online news, and it's like endless. Okay, people are suffering. It's like the closest thing to hell. Okay, because the system has collapsed, and they don't want you to believe that. And you won't believe it, because every month they pay you that stipend, that your take-home salary, and you take it back home. At the end of 2, 3, 4 days, the money finishes, and you come back again, and you become miserable, and you start finding a means, a shortcut of making more money by being corrupt and being compromised. And it's just like circle of doom. It never ends. It's all about pursuit of a pathetic system that has no interest in making you a better person. So it's all about them, because the system doesn't care about you. So what you need now is to make the system to fail. The system has to fail for you to survive. If you continue to maintain this system, then over time, I bet you will also be a victim. I believe most of Nigerians are victims of the system, because even the politician bet they don't have any choice but to continue to run a system that has failed, have been tested over and over again, that has failed, and they want a miracle. Hence, you have too many churches everywhere, too many mosques everywhere, trying to pray down a problem that is handy for them to do. They have it at their palms, they can solve the problem, but they won't. You know why? They are relying on a God that has given them the whole brain, the whole wealth to work on, and they still want the God to come and do it for them. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, and make the right decision. Nigeria need a change, and the change start with you. So don't let anybody tell you that you have to be patient. No, continue to put their legs on fire until they start doing the right thing. The news is so horrible. It never ends. It's always like everyday horrible news, everyday news that makes you so sick. And this is 21st century. Okay, what is really happening? Abandoned projects everywhere, accidents everywhere. Come on. More or less like a zoo. Some people called it zoo in the past, and I was like, are they really serious? But once you have experienced one or two things, and over time, you'll be like, wow, maybe um that zoo term is not really far from the reality. Okay, it's just like an animal kingdom. where all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the other, some has more privilege than the other, and it's all about survival of the fittest. So if I'm in power, I'll make sure that I subdue you, I take over your wealth, I make sure that your life is miserable, I take my people to be in charge, take them outside the country, give them the best of education, give them the best of everything, and you remain poor. That's how our leadership works in Nigeria. It's all about them and not you. So sorry about that.